What is going on, everybody? My name is Pete, but you probably already knew that. But in case you didn't, you guys are watching the one and only Paid to Drive, and of course, Paid to Drive vlogs. Hope you're all having a great one out there. If you deliver for any of the apps in the gig economy, such as Grubhub, Doordash, Uber Eats, or any of the others, this is the channel for you to stay up to date with what's going on in the gig economy. Get started right now for free. Hit that free red subscribe button down below. I'll give you a second to do that, and tap that little notification bell to the right. Set it to all so you don't miss any future updates. And of course, make sure to hit that like button down below. Let's get 150 likes and let's jump into it. So this right here is annoying, to say the very least. Okay, so this comes from Darren. Okay, and he spells his name D-A-R-I-N. So everyone say thank you to Darren. And here we go. So he goes, sorry, Pete, I know that this will be kind of a long email, but any advice? This one restaurant is in a big money area in my market in Cincinnati, but orders from here are terrible. And if you decline so many in a row, you get put in a timeout. Is there any advice? Love your channel. Watch all the time for tips and tricks. Thanks for everything you do for the gig economy. Darren, really appreciate that, man. So what he does is he sends an email to DoorDash support in regards to a Wendy's. Now, I'm going to omit the address of the Wendy's because I don't want them getting any hate or whatever. So Darren says to DoorDash, the Wendy's at blank in Cincinnati, Ohio, has terrible service. I made 2 deliveries from there in the same week, back to back. It was last week, Wednesday and Thursday. Excuse me. I waited in the drive-through line for an hour the first day until it was 9 p.m. And when I got to the speaker, they said they closed at 9. I said, I've been in line and I'm picking up a DoorDash order. They didn't care. That's a breach of their contract. I contacted DoorDash support and they called the restaurant and got no answer. So I pulled up to the window and asked to speak with the manager. I informed the manager that he was getting a call from DoorDash. He said, well, my phone didn't ring. At this time, the DoorDash representative was on speakerphone on my car and could hear everything. So she spoke up and said, well, sir, I've been trying to call 3 times and nobody answered. I'm calling you now, so will you please answer? After all that, the order was canceled and I was paid half the payment. The next day, same thing, same manager, same worker, everything. 25 minutes per car, hour wait to get to the speaker. Same attitude. That same manager comes to the window and says, please don't come back to the store because I asked for his boss's phone number. Any advice? And then, of course, the DoorDash support says, hi, Darren, thanks for reaching out. Your feedback is important. We'll gladly accept any feedback you have. You know, the whole spiel. As far as advice, Darren, you know, when they say, like, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me once, fool me twice, can't get fooled again. You guys remember that? No, anyway. But seriously, you dealt with the situation the first time. It was a bad situation, especially that it was later in the evening. It happened again. At this point, I would say anytime a Wendy's order comes up for that location, don't take it. I think it really is as simple as that. There are so many more opportunities at other places, even at 9 p.m. at night, that you could be picking up from. Unless for some reason, you know, that's the only spot, you know. But if anything, I would say just don't accept any orders from that place around that time. If anything, do it earlier in the day when you know they're going to be open and that they have to serve you, you know. So that would be the most sound advice I could give you in this particular situation. So I'm curious, everybody watching in the chat or in the comments down below, do you agree with that he probably should just reject those orders around that time? And I would say this, reject the orders around the late hours, you know, between 8 and 9, but try it during the day, like I mentioned, and see if you get better service, because that could, you know, here's another thing. They're closing at 9, all right? The Wendy's local to me, I think they're open till 11 or 12, you know, midnight. But this one ends at 9. So a lot of times the shift managers and the workers on the late shift, they're tired. They may be working 2 jobs, so this might be their second job. So that's why they're probably, you know, being grumpy and giving attitudes. They don't want to be there. They want to go home, blah, blah, blah. You know, we've all been in those situations. You know, I'm sure most of us have been a W-2 employee at some point. I remember years ago, I used to work at Staples, and I absolutely hated when I worked like the second shift, like the later shift. We would close at 9, but we had to stay until 10 to like put stuff away. And, you know, you'd have people showing up at 8:55 wanting to buy a computer, a printer, a chair, you know. And it's like, dude, you know, like, come on, now you're taking advantage. And now we would get stuck there. The doors would be locked until like 9:45. And then we would have to ring up the customer and all this stuff late, past the time. It sucks. I know. Trust me, I've been there before. You know, you don't want to be there any later than you have to. So with that being said, I would say try this for now. Reject any orders between 8 and 9 p.m. because if you're going to get stuck on the Wendy's line for a half an hour and then they're going to give you an attitude, a whole spiel. Yes, it's nice that you got half the payment when it was canceled. That is one thing I will say about DoorDash that I do really like, is that if an order gets canceled and you're already on the order, you're getting half the pay. That ain't bad. So with that being said, guys, let me know. Do you think that this is what Darren should do? Do you have any other suggestions for him about how to handle this particular Wendy's other than just rejecting the orders? Let me know in the chat or the comments down below. And if you guys ever want to send me anything, email me at paidtodrivestories@gmail.com, of course. And let's jump on into this here. We got the patrons that I got to say thanks to. Patreon.com/paidtodrive. If you want to sign up and support the channel, links in the description or in the pinned top comment. When you hear your name called, say, "Hey, Pete, I heard my name." And if you sign up, you get a direct access, a line of access to message me through the Patreon app. So, Brian Pomeroy, shout out to you. Heidi Barnes, Joe Valerio, Kurt Paul, Lee Peacock, Tulsa Todd, William Boudreau, Agus, Alan G. Van Horn, Drew Hanor, Fernando Carranza, Frank Haviland, Fresh One, Jason Casta, Justin Case, Lulu Laura, Natalie Mosley, Sarah Keston, Scott Freisner, Sherry Cassidy, Stephen Neely, Brian Richardson, Jenna Thomas, John Bonacci, Matt Epperson, Nick G, Stacy Miller, Terrence Pacheco, and of course, Valerie Brown. That's right, everybody. Sign up down below. Links in the description or in the pinned top comment. And also in the description is the link for the free Get Upside gas app. That's right, everybody. It's a free app for your smartphone so you could save money at the gas pump. That's right, everyone. So check that out. How it works is you go to your gas station, pump your gas, print out your receipt, take a picture of your receipt with the Get Upside gas app, and within 48 hours or so, you'll get anywhere from 15 cents to 45 cents a gallon back, which is pretty fantastic. And if a friend or family member signs up using your code, you'll get paid every time they pump gas. It's called Get Upside. Links in the description. Make sure to download it. It's free. Go download it right now. And of course, guys, if you want one of these Live to Drive, Drive to Live t-shirts, you can get this one and many more like it over at the official Pay to Drive store merch store at paidtodrivestore.com. Go check it out. Links down below. Get your t-shirts, hoodies, and goodies. Everything's on sale. As always, paidtodrivestore.com. Go check it out. And if you made it to the end of this video, simply comment. Simply don't comment. Simply comment end 059. End 059. I'm just changing it up. I don't know. So lets me know you made it to the end. Hit that free red subscribe button down below. Tap the bell. And of course, let's see if we can get 150 likes. Tap that like button. And until next time, get that money, get that honey. Keep hustling, keep bustling. And we'll see you guys next time right here on Paid to Drive and Paid to Drive Vlogs. Drive safe and be well.